Ancient wisdom has often hinted at the existence of hidden dimensions, accessible through unique vibrational frequencies. An American scientist has explored these intriguing possibilities, suggesting that these vibrations could be the key to transcending our known reality. His research bridges traditional metaphysical concepts with contemporary scientific understanding, positing that these vibrational frequencies are essential for accessing parallel universes. Through this innovative approach, he opens the door to a deeper comprehension of how we might interact with and understand realms beyond our conventional experience. Dr. Fred Alan Wolf, an American theoretical physicist, focuses on quantum physics and its link to consciousness. He formerly taught physics at San Diego State University. Dr. Wolf's pioneering hypothesis explores the connection between modern physics and shamanic practices, suggesting that shamans view the universe as composed entirely of vibrations. In physics, vibrations refer to repetitive motions observable in even the simplest physical systems. From the propagation of sound through the air to the undetectable vibrations of light waves traversing the cosmos, all are manifestations of vibrational motion. As a result of his research, Dr. Wolf identified even more refined vibrations present within the probability waves of subatomic and atomic matter. These waves not only exhibit a vibrational pattern, but are also crucial in influencing the likelihood of physical events occurring. He explained, vibration played a critical role in their worldview. Therefore, when composing The Eagle's Quest, I realized that to comprehend these concepts thoroughly, I, as a physicist, had to tackle them from the most scientific perspective possible. I developed a set of postulates, or hypotheses. The primary hypothesis posits that shamans perceive the universe as composed of fundamental vibrational elements. This concept closely aligns with my grasp of quantum physics, where we discuss quantum waves, vibrations from which all matter is ultimately formed or emerges. Thus, there was a direct connection. Dr. Fred Alan Wolf contends that quantum physics is progressively converging with the thoughts of the ancient philosopher Plato, who postulated a reality beyond the physical realm. Dr. Wolf suggests that there is mounting evidence supporting the existence of a non-physical universe, a dimension that persists despite our inability to directly detect it with our senses or contemporary scientific instruments. He highlights that phenomena, such as out-of-body experiences, shamanic journeys, and lucid dreams, suggest the presence of these non-material dimensions of reality. While these experiences cannot be replicated or quantified scientifically, they imply that reality extends beyond the purely physical. Dr. Wolf elaborates that many of us have been conditioned to concentrate solely on tangible, visible objects, the physical aspects of our environment. Nevertheless, he posits that the soul, despite being intangible and unseen, plays a vital role in the cosmos. He proposes that the soul, as the origin of life and consciousness, holds greater significance than any physical entity. Dr. Wolf discovered that based on the teachings of the Kabbalah, the universe is believed to have been formed from the vibrational sound patterns of 3 Hebrew letters, Aleph, Mem, and Shin. These letters symbolize the dynamic interplay between spirit, matter, and consciousness. Consciousness itself is understood to comprise waves of information that transition from spirit to matter and then return to spirit. This transmission of waves occurs outside of conventional time, as the entire process is perceived to be instantaneous. He further explains that in quantum physics, any conscious experience is the result of a dual wave action. This action, referred to as the quantum wave function, transcends both space and time. It embodies a wave of potential outcomes that extends from the present to a specific future moment and then cycles back to the present. Shamans, through their chanting of sacred songs and invocations, connect with spirits in ways that echo the linguistic methods used by Kabbalists. Rituals and practices often symbolize the resonant transfer of vibrational energy from one person to another. Additionally, in many cultural traditions, healing is viewed as a transfer of vibrational energy within the body. A study conducted by Harvard suggests that shamans possess abilities derived from the belief that they are transformed into beings beyond the human, capable of interacting with supernatural forces. This transformation may be permanent, such as the purported development of new organs, or temporary, like when shamans engage in hours of dancing and enter states of exhausted trance. In various cultures, shamans might claim that they forge a new skeleton, are consumed and then resurrected, or that they magically modify their eyes to see spirits. The key point is that they are biologically or physiologically transformed into a different type of being, explained Dr. Manveer Singh, PhD from Harvard University. This transformation provides insight into the nature of these shamanic practices, turning them into individuals who can interact with the supernatural. They essentially become a different type of human. Dr. Wolf suggests that despite the varied mythologies of different cultures, shamans engage in similar practices. They work with spiritual and mythical elements, interpreting signs and events through what is known as synchronicity. For example, if a shaman in China observes a bird flying in a particular direction during a healing ritual, this sighting would influence the type of healing they administer, as they interpret it as carrying a significant message. Shamans and scientists each possess distinct methods of comprehending the world, shaped by their specific training and belief systems. While scientists dissect the world into particles and isolated components, shamans interpret events and symbols through the lens of their spiritual beliefs. Both approaches are the result of extensive training, although they concentrate on different elements of reality. Shamans are able to enter a trance state akin to sleep, referred to as the theta brainwave state, during which they experience their consciousness expanding beyond their physical bodies. They recognize consciousness in all things and practice self-observation to deepen their spiritual awareness. This notion finds a parallel in quantum physics, where the act of observation can influence particles and alter their state. Atoms are in continuous interaction with their surroundings, and according to some theories, consciousness exists in the present moment, unbounded by the constraints of time. This implies that time could be simultaneous, suggesting that practices like self-observation and energy transfers could be connected to dormant psychic abilities. Indeed, shamans possess the ability to access other levels of reality that run parallel to our own. They are capable of experiencing alternate physical realities and can exist in multiple places simultaneously. Furthermore, shamans can traverse into the realm of death, where they have the ability to perceive both living and deceased spirits. Dr. Fred Alan Wolf's research and theories invite a re-evaluation of how we understand the fabric of reality. By delving deep into the realm where quantum physics intersects with shamanic practices, Dr. Wolf not only enriches the scientific community's perspective, but also validates the ancient wisdom that has long been observed in spiritual traditions around the world. His focus on vibrations as the fundamental essence of the universe bridges the gap between the seen and unseen, providing a scientific framework to phenomena that have traditionally been beyond empirical understanding. This synthesis of quantum physics and spirituality underscores a profound message that the universe is far more interconnected and dynamic than previously thought. Dr. Wolf's work suggests that by studying vibrations, we can begin to unlock the mysteries of consciousness and perhaps even the nature of reality itself. As we continue to explore these vibrations, we may find that the boundaries between science and spirituality are not as rigid as they appear, offering new pathways for understanding and experiencing the world in which we live.